Can be here because maybe he's in my dog's cage.
Our fear of being watched and our homes becoming unfamiliar. Let me know what you think. Is it real paranormal activity or just a very well-staged performance? A video posted on September 22nd, 2009 by a YouTube user known as Blackwing96 shows a teenager explaining.
I've been hearing some bumping noises upstairs, like right where my room is. I'm just gonna take a look at. Come on. Okay. Like, what the f was that? You guys hear that, right?
That he's been hearing knocking noises on the floor above, right where his room is. As he goes upstairs, it doesn't take long for things to get seriously disturbing. Around second 12, strange voices can be heard coming from his room, and about 30 seconds later, there's a loud noise.
I don't really know what I'm supposed to say. Oh, can you do that again? Fuck this.
Possibly a door slamming, followed by a series of knocks. When he enters the room, at first everything seems normal, but that quickly changes. Suddenly, the cup sitting on his dresser moves by itself. No one is nearby. Blackwing96 is clearly stunned and stammers in disbelief. He nervously asks the spirit if it can do it again, and it does. The cup is pushed off the dresser and falls to the floor, making him flee in terror. Unfortunately, Blackwing96 hasn't posted anything in over 14 years, so an update is unlikely. Still, the video remains one of those early internet uploads that are stuck in viewers' memories for years. Some believe it could have been clever staging, but there's something about the raw, imperfect nature of the video and the reaction that sounds genuine. TikTok user SorryDow86 shared a video that quickly disturbed thousands of viewers. The superimposed text in the video is cryptic and chilling, warning that people are afraid of what was captured in the footage, and that she herself can no longer stay in the house. The backstory is brief but disturbing. She had been sent by a real estate agent to clean the house after the last tenants moved out abruptly. According to her, the agent mentioned this kept happening, tenants breaking their leases early, but they never explained why. She probably didn't expect that she would soon understand it herself, not long after the video begins.
Esta casa se ha limpiado muchísimas veces porque rompe el contrato a la gente. Ay, no mames.
A door mysteriously opens by itself. While this alone could be attributed to wind or faulty hinges, the events that follow suggest something much more sinister might be occurring. As the woman slowly moves through the house, more strange sounds echo through the hallways.
Es porque de plano no aguantan a vivir aquí. Y ahorita les voy a enseñar lo demás para allá. Déjenme prender la luz. Entonces, el Señor dice que ya van varias familias. Entonces, el Señor dice que ya van.
But they don't seem to have a visible origin, and the discomfort in the room only increases. Then comes the moment that has left viewers deeply disturbed. Around minute 3:35, a shadowy figure, which many call a shadow person, appears to peek out from behind a door frame.
Se escucha el ruido por acá. No sé qué sea. Escucha mucho ruido. Yo creo que me voy a tener que... Se escucha el ruido por acá. No sé qué sea. Escucha mucho ruido. No sé qué sea. Escucha mucho ruido. Tengo que ir a apagar la luz de allá porque se está poniendo ya. Ay, no, no.
It's subtle, but undeniable. About 20 seconds later, another door opens completely by itself. The considerable number of inexplicable occurrences within a single video is notable, and that's part of what makes this clip stand out. It doesn't rely on a single scare. Rather, it builds a disturbing atmosphere, loaded with multiple unsettling details. As with any viral paranormal video, there are skeptics. Some have pointed out that the door movements could be manipulated with fishing line or air currents. However, the appearance of the shadow figure generated real debate. Could it be clever use of visual effects? Maybe, but others argue that the consistency of lighting and shadows makes it feel more organic. If this were fake, it would have been done with remarkable care and subtlety. Whether it's a hoax or not, the story behind the footage, the cycle of tenants fleeing, the chilling warning in the text, and the atmosphere captured in the video add a layer of authenticity that's hard to shake. For now, we can only hope for an update from Sarato 86. Until then, the mystery of this house continues to haunt the internet. Elementary schools are generally seen as places of joy, learning and growth. They shape children's minds and provide On the Ghost subreddit, a user known as The Proof Seekers shared a video that captured genuinely disturbing activity inside a bedroom, and in broad daylight, no less. The footage comes from a fixed camera pointing at the room. At first, nothing seems to be happening. It looks like a normal, quiet bedroom, but that changes very quickly. Without warning, a strange voice can be heard, whispering but deep, saying, "Hello" from somewhere nearby. It's brief, but definitely disturbing. Unfortunately, not much context is given in the post. Still, the lack of explanation doesn't make the clip any less chilling. In fact, it might make it worse. The voice is clear enough to be heard distinctly, but there's no visual indication of where it's coming from. That's what really disturbs people. The comments came quickly. Some called the voice something out of nightmares, while others wondered if it could come from a video game or television in another room. But nothing in the clip suggests a plausible source for the voice. So, what do you think? Could it have been a random, explainable sound captured at just the right moment? Or is it something more sinister? One thing is certain. That voice doesn't sound like something you'd want to hear when you're alone at home. On TikTok, a woman named Sandra shares that since her mother passed away, she's been experiencing really strange activities inside her house, and it's starting to scare her. In the video, We see Sandra filming inside a bedroom, and almost immediately, something unusual occurs.
It keep happening in my house since my mom passed away. Like, why?
Sandra then approaches to show there's nothing around. No strings, fans, or pets that could be causing this. It's a disturbing moment, made even more unsettling by how calmly it happens.
I looked underneath the drawer, I looked behind it, there's nothing making it pop out. And it seems like it's when I bring up my mom that something happens. Mom? Your cat's fucking weird.
But what's even more fascinating is the exact timing of what happens next. Just 1 or 2 seconds after Sandra calls out to her mom, the drawer opens again, almost like a direct response. The timing is incredibly specific and raises all kinds of questions. Of course, as always, it's possible this was set up using something like fishing line. Though, as with many of these types of videos, no setup is visible. But if we take it as it is, this could be a touching and subtle form of communication between mother and daughter from beyond the grave. It's one of those clips that manages to feel both disturbing and strangely comforting. What do you think? Paranormal phenomenon or just a well-executed trick? In this video we're reviewing today, it comes from the TikTok account Dude My House is Haunted. A pretty good name, especially considering what was captured on camera. The clip begins with the user explaining how he was walking through the kitchen when he saw how a cabinet door slowly opened by itself.
Sometimes I could unplug it and plug it back in and it would stop doing it, but now it's making this. Whoa! Okay, see, I didn't even move. I wasn't even moving.
He's in the middle of his story when something strange happens again. Sure enough, exactly the same cabinet opens by itself, just as he described. He even opens the cabinet to show that there's nothing inside nor any system of ropes or strings that could explain it. That alone would already be quite disturbing.
See, that snap's closed. Alright. See? That's the freaking noise. Oh my freaking god. Alright. Creepy crap going on in the house. Oh man. Alright.
The freezer makes a loud and sudden noise that makes him jump. It's the type of sound that could have a rational explanation. Maybe a mechanical failure, but given the timing, it definitely seems part of something bigger. What's especially disturbing here is how casual and quiet the environment is. Just an ordinary kitchen during a quiet moment. There's no dramatic setup, no creepy lighting, just something inexplicable happening in plain sight. Could this be nothing more than a hoax using fishing line or editing? Maybe, but the simplicity of it all, what makes it so effective. The same can be said for most TikTok ghost videos. If this material is real, something more than just random noises could be occurring in that house. A ghost hunter who was exploring a haunted forest didn't expect to encounter such a frightening figure as this one. Watch this.
Astagfirullahaladzim. Matanya menyala, Bret. La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar. Astagfirullahaladzim. Tuh, guys.
It's recorded very clearly. The figure, which is suspected to be a kuntilanak, has a very strange and terrifying face. Its eyes are white at first, but then change to a bright red, which causes the man to be deeply frightened and feel chills of fear.
Matanya menyala, Bret. La ilaha illallah.
This chilling video shared on TikTok shows a man in the forest who almost suffers an accident because of a terrifying figure like the one we'll see now. Watch this. It's recorded very clearly. A strange figure with a very terrifying appearance suddenly appears in front of the man. But not only that, a snake also suddenly appears and coils around his neck, causing extreme pain and panic. However, when he manages to free himself from the snake, the terrifying figure has already disappeared completely. The video shows a woman who is collecting flowers at dawn to sell them in the market in the morning. However, watch carefully. There's something strange in this video, recorded by the camera. You can see an apparition of a figure dressed in white in a dark place behind the woman. That mysterious figure seems to walk floating. However, her presence is not noticed by the woman or by whoever recorded the video, due to the darkness of the place. This video is really disturbing. Pay attention. As we've already seen, there's an apparition of a female figure with a very pale face that they don't recognize, who is snuck in among them. That figure that looks terrifying stares directly at the camera, which makes everyone feel chills and immediate panic. The video shows a kuntilanak in a tree and a pokong in the bushes. This apparition of two figures that look terrifying was recorded by a man who was doing a live stream in a cemetery.